don't know. Do you enjoy League, or do you feel like
League of Legends, by the way?
Yeah,
I'm sure
of course.
everyone
Do you actually enjoy League, or do you just sometimes play it because it's just like
a coping mechanism?
It's like a familiar kind of like system that you just understand, and
I think, I don't know, Jerry probably hasn't had this, but I think when you've played a game like that for so long, there's this kind of like almost autopilot nature to it where like I'll see I have like an hour free.
Yeah.
And I'll just click it open, even though every time I know when I click it open, it's a bad idea because not only one will I probably not have a good game, even if I have a good game, I don't feel good about it because I'm like, well, that was a stomp. That was no fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I lose or have someone inting or on the Japanese server I've been playing, people just fucking troll so much more.
Yeah.
It's so bad. And I'll be like, well, I just wasted 30 minutes and now I'm fucking angry. And then I know every time I click it open, I'm not going to, it's never going to be worth it, but sometimes I still do it.
Yeah.
it's because it's like just habit building, right?
I have played League of Legends, like, it's been like I'd say my main game for, God, when did Lucian come out? Like 2014.
Jesus Christ, man.
Like it's been like 7 years. I've just like, it's been the game that I always just go back to.
Yeah.
Right.
And it used to be really fun. But now it's just like depressing, like, and that's why, like,
it's so funny speaking to people who've played League for years because everyone talks about it like they're a fucking drug addict. Like
it definitely sounds like it.
I want to quit, but I just can't, man. I just can't. I need just something about me. Just something about me. Just like I just need to play one more game, just one more game. But I just can't quit. I can't quit. Damn it.
It used to be. Like back when I lived and when I was in university, it was really easy to just play with people, and it was pretty fun because I used to play for the university team as well.
Yeah,
it was pretty fun actually. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But then when I left university, I went to London. I wasn't really playing as much with friends, and then since I moved to Japan, it's totally like a solo queue thing. It just isn't fun. Which solo queue is just playing on your own with 4 other random people, and I don't know why in the Japanese server it's so bad, dude.
Right.
It's full of like Chinese Smurfs and Korean Smurfs who want to just fuck around. So all the games are horrible.
So then, have you considered
quitting?
Stopping?
It's hard
because I know why. It's because there's nothing to replace it. Right?
What do you do? Right? What do you do when you have like just 1 hour free? Just only 1 hour free.
Jack off.
For 1 hour?
I mean, I'll get the job done within that hour, right? And then if
Connor's like, that's an unoptimized jack off. Can't have that.
Well,
no jack off should take more than 5 minutes.
Oh, then yeah, I have 55 minutes to do whatever I want, right?
But like, okay, no, but seriously, like, what do you do? Like, read a book, watch something? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
read a book usually.
I can't open a book for an hour. It's like
because you're fucking monkey brain.
it's like an 8-hour thing for me if I open a book.
8 hours?
I have to make it a whole day thing if I read.
I'm talking about like manga
Yeah,
or like
manga.
or like
I'm actually with
like
Connor.
if I'm reading manga, it has to be a whole day thing. I can't put it down.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Oh no, I can easily just pick up a volume, read it, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Because I think the problem is that League is so easy to just do for 30 minutes without engaging.
It just engages that monkey brain, that fucking lizard brain where you're just like, okay, I'm just clicking buttons now.
And I recognize that it invalidates a lot of my points. Like when we talked about fighting games, that clip of us talking about it and me being like, yeah, fuck it, you know, I got so much shit for that. Because first of all, they were like, well, Connor's a League player, so it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And then the other top comments were like, Connor's just a sore loser. That's why he doesn't like fighting games. I'm like, you don't know a true fucking loss until you played a 40-minute game of League and your team fucking threw it all. I would rather lose a 2-minute fighting game any day of the week than lose one League game because it is fucking brutal.
I mean, just from the sounds of it, it just sounds like a shit experience.
Oh, it is. It's terrible. It's fucking awful.
Then stop.
Who knows?
No, because
just say that to a crack addict, Joey.
I will.
Just tell him
I will. Like, you can quit crack, just do League.
It is like crack because I will say like the honeymoon period of League, like when you first start learning the game and when you start clicking, it's probably like some of my fondest gaming experiences in my life when I'm just like, man, this is a really, really fun game. And it's just like,
I didn't even get to that point.
Yeah.
Because I played one game and then 5 minutes in, all the comments called me new fag and they kicked me. So
tell me, like, what did you hate about League of Legends? Like, walk me through it.
I mean, well, first of all, I don't like MOBAs to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, there are
so like,
taste.
so there was that, and then just again, like, just from what I've seen and from what I've heard from a distance, the League community just looks like a bunch of fucking cocks. Like, it's like
What do you mean by a bunch of cups?
like they just, I've always hated using the word gatekeeping.
Yeah.
But my God, League players are like the crowns of gatekeeping. Like, you say anything bad about the game, you try and get into it like with no experience or like no knowledge of the game whatsoever.
Yeah.
Most communities will, at least a few of them will be like, "Hey, you trying to get into our game? Welcome. We'll invite you with open arms. But if
Yeah.
you suck at the game, then that's your responsibility, right?" And I'm like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, League is like, if you're not a fucking god at this game from 5 minutes in, then you're a fucking new fag. Get out. That was my experience with
I
League.
mean, League definitely has one of the most toxic communities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bases.
I actively tell people like, just don't get into League. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like,
And I'm like,
it's not rewarding.
Yeah, and I'm like, I already can't deal with fucking toxic communities to begin with. Right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't
So
really
it's like-
mind that much. Like, I kind of like that aspect of games.
I've been on the internet for too long. I don't want to deal with that shit anymore. Like,
Connor's like a toxic gamer himself.
I have to deal with the anime community, right? Like, let alone the League community.
I don't know. What do you think about the argument that like a lot of people get really upset with the idea of like trash talking video games online? Like, what do you think about that?
I think if it's done tastefully, I don't really mind.
Yeah, like whenever I see trash talking like the fighting game community, I'm like, that's just fun. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of sad because I feel like in League of Legends, it's obviously there are some people who say some fucking abhorrent stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think just like fucking telling the other team they're bad and stuff is funny as hell. Like, I love doing that.
exactly. Exactly. If it's done tastefully,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And which is, there's many ways to do that.
I mean, as long
Yeah,
as,
but
as
like-
long as you're not like attacking someone personally.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's like I'm all game for it. Like if I do a terrible like job in a League of Legends game, I
Yeah.
just completely fuck something up. I fucking hope they type in the all chat to me saying like
Yeah.
lol or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because that's funny to me. Like
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
that.
because you do the same, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but if it gets to like some racial xenophobic shit, then I'm just
Oh,
like,
it's
all
fucked
right,
up. Yeah,
please
yeah. I mean,
stop.
obviously, I think there's a draw in the line, but obviously, kind of feels like, especially in League, that they've like kind of like cracked down on anything like that.
Right.
But I feel like they had to because it,
Yeah,
it
you
was
have to.
so
It's getting out
far
of control.
removed from what was acceptable that
Yeah.
you're like you go into like a normal game
Yeah.
and people are still toxic as fuck even though it's a fucking normal
Well,
game.
the problem was is that they never enforced any of the rules for so long, so it just kept escalating.
Yeah.
I reckon if they enforced like the actual rules from the beginning, it wouldn't have been so bad.
Right.
I mean, yeah,
But I feel like this is like the same cycle for every competitive game. You
think
know
so?
what I mean? Without exception. I mean, you look at something
yeah,
like
I played Overwatch.
yeah,
as well,
you look
and
at
that was-
Overwatch,
that was
and
pretty
like
fucking bad.
the first few months, great. Everyone had fucking fun. Everyone was just learning the game, and then like it's the problem of like when you've played the game enough, you don't play it because it's fun. You play it
Yeah.
because, like you said, it's just something to do.
And then out from the shadows arose the tryhards. You know?
Dude, I had some of the worst experiences of my life on Overwatch. Dude.
Did you actually?
Because League of Legends, right? It's bad, right? It's bad. It's you see them vile as shit, but at least
Yeah.
there's no voice chat. In Overwatch, you're automatically put in like voice chat with
Right.
your team.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Well, okay, sometimes you'd have like the funniest moments ever. Like you
Right.
would meet the coolest people, and it was like you'd always have to remember that whenever you got like the 10 games in a row of like fucking kids and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like as well, the worst part is in Overwatch, when I used to play it, they implemented a system now where you can queue up for a role. But it used to be 6 of you get put in. You all might be 6 tank mains. You all might be 6 like DPS mains.
Yeah.
And so you just stop fucking bickering immediately
Right.
over who gets what.
Yeah.
And that's why I always just play fill in games. Like I'll just do whatever because I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like don't shout at me. Let's just
Right,
do
right.
it, man.
Yeah.
But man, people would like say horrible shit on that. Like always 12-year-olds as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
because once you play it enough hours, then you reach this point where you're like, okay, I got to play ranked because otherwise playing this game is kind of like meaningless in a sense, right?
I hate playing normal games of like competitive games.
Yeah, but once you start getting on the ranks ladder is when I find it stops getting fun because then you reach everyone reaches a wall. Doesn't matter who you are, everyone will reach a wall eventually. And once you reach that wall, you just feel like you stop progressing unless you put like so many hours into learning this game and trying to better yourself. And at that point, I understand why people get toxic and angry.
Yeah.
because then they're like too invested into like making that like climbing up the ranks ladder and everything, so they feel like they need this to feel like they haven't wasted their time, which let's be honest, unless you're a pro gamer, you probably are wasting your time with it.
You know what it might be? I think it's just the simple thing that I'm just not into PvP with random people.
Really?
I think that's all it is. Like, I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, I've never enjoyed just PvP games to begin with. Maybe for the exception of like some fighting games, but only if I'm like playing it with friends. I know, right? So like, I'll play like a game of Smash or like Street Fighter or Tekken or whatever if I'm sitting in the same room with you and we're just like having a fun fucking time, right? But I think just the whole idea of PvP against randos on the internet who I don't know or care about, I think that's just the one thing I fucking hate in gaming.
I was gone laughing.
I just have this like image of Joey being like, I have fun with friends, and then I think like the angriest I've ever seen Joey is when you're playing against Connor and he was like spamming King K. Rool at your house, and I'm just like,
no, but that's the thing, right? But that's the thing. It's that I'm okay with getting angry in situations like that because I know Connor, right? And he's there in front of me, right? Like, so like, that's just fun times, right? Like, I was pissed off that you were spamming fucking counter with King K. Rool every fucking match.
Joey gets very, very angry when he loses in Smash.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though, right? It's like, I already don't like PvP games as it is. Like, I'm not a huge fan of PvP as it is because I get angry easily. But especially when it's against people I can't see or I've never heard of, never talked to, just don't know.
Yeah.
That anger, I think, that just like the enjoyment is just completely gone.
Because I remember you were like, yeah, man, I'm the no one's beat me in Mario Kart ever. Like Joey's like,
I did not say that. Fucking liar.
You were like, I never lose in Mario Kart.
Dude, the absolute slander this man is throwing. I did not say that.
it was like fake news.
It was something along those lines. You were like, I never lose in Mario Kart. And then I was like, bet. And then like Joey would beat all his friends, and I would just fucking crush Joey.
Okay, crush is a strong word.
But in recent times we've been playing and it's been pretty 50-50. But when it was like, which one was it? It's probably when Deluxe came out, the new Mario Kart 8. I was fucking killing Joey.
Yeah, I think so. And
had made like crank gameplays. Ethan have like a fucking breakdown. Do you remember that? We did like a stream where we kept playing Mario Kart.
I only played Baby Park for like 5 hours
until Ethan could beat me, and we must have played it for like 5 hours until he managed to beat me.
We did like 150 fucking. We did Baby Park 150 times on stream. We were like, all right, let's like after like race 20, we were like, all right, if Ethan beats Connor in one race, then we'll end this stream.
Yeah. And then that was also earlier on that they thought I was cheating or something.
Yeah, so Doom was like, he's got a modded Switch or something. Like he's winning too many times.
So they made us all change to the same character and the same car and everything, like so that there was no cheating at all. Like we're all using the same thing. And he was like, "How are you still beating me every time?"